It's true you don't see many dwarf women, and in fact, they are so alike in voice and appearance that they're often mistaken for dwarf men. And this in turn has given rise to the belief that there are no dwarf women, and that dwarfs just spring out of holes in the ground.
So Uther Deathbringer got killed trying to take on the last dwarf town, and the dwarves buried him in their magical graveyard, and he was reborn as a dwarf. He did retain all of his stats that he's acquired thus far, but he is resetting to level 1, so it's going to be really easy to level him up. And this time around, we're probably going to be able to invest a lot of points into Agi, so we can go for more weapon master, more athletics, more shield, and possibly a little bit of riding. Uber Dancebringer was buried with the 2 legendary weapons he's acquired thus far in dungeons, this Hydra Blade, a really quick one-hander, and this Axe of Realities that mainly, I believe, pierces shields. I think that's what that no ward saves allowed means. And it does double damage versus demons, so we could use that if we want to fight demons early. Other than that though, Uber is completely naked and he has no money, and he also starts off with no renown. If we do get up to 500 renown, we can visit the Dwarf Runesmith, and we can buy special rune weapons and armor that are really expensive, but they're really powerful, and they're only available to the dwarves. The reason why dwarves get access to the rune weapons is they cannot use magic, so our mana control, magic power, and magic control being 10 is not going to do anything. So to get a little bit of money, we asked Karak Kadrin's guildmaster if he had any quests, and he did have a quest to deliver ale to Talabim. For doing that, we got 150 dinars, which was enough to hire some halfling scouts that were in Talabim's tavern. And we're going to see if these 3 halfling scouts are going to be able to help us take on this group of 11 chaos zealots. I'm not sure how good these halfling scouts are. They haven't hit any shots yet. We do have the high ground, which is nice, but yeah, I'm not really sure here how possible this is actually going to be without a shield. If we had a shield, I'd be pretty confident. We could even solo this maybe, but yeah, we're gonna have to get in here. And very nice, we already killed one. That's a good start. Let's just try to take on one at a time, and then yeah, these guys are charging our scouts. We're gonna try to get in behind here and just try to start taking these guys on. We're swinging quick. That's really good. This guy's has the right idea. Try to take us out, but yep, we were victorious and nobody died. Very nice. We did get 4 renown. We need 496 more, which yeah, that's not how we're going to be grinding renown. We mainly just need the money that we got from killing those guys. We got the gear, and then we got 176 gold as well. And 2 of these halfling scouts are actually able to level up to halfling trackers, and let's actually compare the stats. So the halfling scouts have 110 archery, 2 power draw. Their bow's pretty bad, I'm guessing. The trackers have 150 archery, and they have 3 power draw. I'm guessing their bow's a little bit better. And we'll actually be able to test their power level on only 5 chaos zealots this time. And we've already killed one. Very nice. Another one dead. Another one dead. Nice headshot. Another headshot and another headshot. These guys are very accurate, it looks like. We're gonna sell all the gear we got from killing the chaos zealot parties, and we're gonna pick ourselves up a shield. As we were traveling along, we ran into a group of 11 more chaos zealots, and this time around it should be a bit easier because now I have a shield, and we do have 2 halfling trackers, which have not actually killed anything thus far. There we go, we just got a hit finally. Another hit, very good. We're gonna need some kills though. We don't want to get overrun here. Oh, nice job. Double headshot, actually. More dead. They're getting XP for doing this too, which is good. And yeah, I think the strat here is we're just going to stick with these halfling trackers for now. We're not going to hire a bunch of units. Kind of want to see them level up and just stick with not that many units because we get more loot if we play that way. And yeah, a shield in general just makes it so much easier. Our halfling tracker did level up to a mercenary halfling ranger, and this thing now has 180 archery, 5 power draw up from 3. And yeah, overall that guy got a pretty big power spike. After taking out those chaos zealots and selling their gear, we now have enough money to afford a sway-backed skeleton horse, a pretty crappy mount, but it's better than nothing. As we were traveling along, I ran into the Dwarf King, and he gave us a quest to exterminate this nearby goblin camp. And we're gonna try to attack the hideout with just these halflings. One thing about attacking hideouts is you can't bring that many troops inside them, so it doesn't matter that we don't have that many troops. And here we go, the goblins are charging at us kind of 1 by 1. There's only 5 of them in here. But yeah, this dude is about to be signing out. About this guy too. I don't know why the halfling's charging him. It's not the smartest. That's alright. My goblin is running. It's not the smartest idea. And then he's wizened up. And I believe here's the last 2 goblins. I think after this, they're done for. Oh, that hurt. He outranged me there. But yeah, that's it. It's a really small hideout because we're only level 3, I think. And we got, ooh, some exquisite cheese. Very nice. Some well-made wine, some regular wine. That was really profitable. On top of the fact that the quest is going to give us a lot of stuff too. Whoa, there's even more stuff down here. Take all the trade goods because they'll pretty much sell for full price. The weapons and armor will not. I don't know if we can actually wear the goblin gear. You would assume that dwarves maybe could wear it because they're also small, but no, they can't. It's funny that the dwarf king was right by the hideout as he gave us that quest. He was just too lazy to clear it out for himself, I guess. And we're going to turn that back into him for 2,500 gold, a lot of XP. That's 3 level ups and some relation with the high king. And the high king gave us another quest too to hunt somebody down. And we'll maybe go do that. For now though, we ran into a dwarf miner and smithy guild fighting a forest goblin army. And the forest goblin army actually has a troll prisoner. If we can win this battle, I believe we get that troll prisoner, and trolls are really powerful. We just gotta watch out for this dude who already got a kill. This war chief guy is pretty strong. We did take him out though, very nice. I don't know if I really want to swing at him because they can one-shot us almost. But yeah, the main thing with these mounted guys is they charge in first, which is not smart. And so we're able to pretty easily take them out. And now we can deal with the forest goblin army, these infantry units. And yeah, I'm just going to go distract. A lot of them are going to chase me, and we'll just have the infantry charge in. We don't care if any of those guys die. We just mainly don't want our halflings to die. I'm trying to kind of keep those guys alive for as long as I can and level them up. Let's see how far we can get them leveled up, I guess you could say. And yeah, we easily won that. None of our halflings died, which is great. And we get to hire the troll and this boar boy, apparently a decent orc mounted unit. And we captured a bunch of enemies as well. The war chief sells for quite a bit. We got some loot too. It's really a shame that we cannot wear that, unfortunately. We can sell that armor piece though for quite a bit of money. And yeah, after completing that battle, we did actually get another level up. We're just mashing points into Agi, and I want to be able to ride one of the cooler mounts. Mainly, I think it's called a squig. It's a really quick mount. We're also going to mash points into like athletics, which does boost your non-mounted movement speed, and I want to see kind of how that affects our character. After finishing that battle, we headed into the nearby dwarf town, and we're going to sell off everything we got from clearing out the hideout in previous battles for quite a bit. Actually, we're already up to almost 5k. We're able to buy out all their goods vendors gold, and their other vendors actually don't have much gold. Let's see if their armor vendor though has some decent armor. I have noticed the prices on these armors are not necessarily reflective of how good they are. Like if we compare this armor, it costs 7.8k and it gives more armor actually than this one that costs 19.5. I think this rusty dwarven lord armor is going to be one of the better investments we can do early game. And then let's sell off the rest of these trade goods and let's see how much money we have to work with here. I would like to get a decent helmet. Oh, we also sold off that pretty nice goblin chest piece as well. And we have about 2k to spend on a helmet. These guys don't really have a great one though, so I think we're just going to spend 400 on this cracked dwarven helmet, and we'll have a little bit of money left over. And we're going to use some of that money to buy a dwarven shield. This thing's really big. It has a good amount of resist and a good amount of HP, and it's not that expensive as well. So we've been traveling through the goblin lands looking for any parties that have some decent prisoners, and we ran into this one. There is 17 of these guys though, and they have 3 spider rider war chiefs. And yeah, we are a little bit outnumbered here. One of the prisoners we took from a previous battle, this scalp taker, is actually a pretty good unit, and he decided to join us. And we have the troll and then this orc boar boy. I'm gonna have this guy follow me, and we're gonna try to just distract these goblins. See if we can get a nice hit on them. And that took 18 damage from that hit. We are playing on normal difficulty as far as I know. Yeah, okay, normal difficulty, so we're taking full damage. And yeah, okay, our boar boy got knocked out. Maybe we should have fought near the troll. The troll will absolutely decimate the goblins. Yeah, it's doing work on them, but I don't know how much work it's gonna be able to do against the mass group of goblins that are about to charge us. We gotta take on a good like 14 more goblins, I think it was. They're not paying attention. It's one down. No, it's not actually. There's one down. That one's down too, and let's take on this guy. Okay, I keep missing, but yeah, these guys are all chasing me, which is good. I'd rather not have them charge into our units. Is that, I think, yeah. Using the Axe of Realities, I believe it has longer range. It just feels nicer to use on horseback, and these guys are actually running, which is great. Or they were running, not anymore. This thing feels like it does more damage, and just you can swing it further. Just has way less speed. And all right, our boar boy and halfling scout got wounded only because, yeah, we do have a ton of surgery skill. And we got the master gunner, the skyer gunner. Yeah, those units actually weren't as high tier as I thought. We got a lot of loot, by the way, because we were outnumbered there. We don't have that many units. Each unit that we have in our party takes a piece of loot, so the less units you have, the better in terms of acquiring loot early game. We're now up to 2 mercenary halfling rangers. We ran into another goblin party. This time we are actually even in numbers with them, so we can pretty much imagine how this one's gonna go. I guess the Hydra Blade does have quite a bit of range. It just doesn't feel like it, just because the weapon looks kind of small, I guess. I don't know. And alright, we were able to rescue more Skaven prisoners. Nothing that's really better than anything we got so far. We were traveling along a bit further and we ran into a orc caravan. And if we can take this out, it'd be really profitable potentially. They do have some strong units, like they had a troll of their own. They had some immortals too, and yeah, they got some mounted units. And yeah, you can see the troll off in the distance. They are charging with their mount units though, which is good. And they're going uphill, which is also good. And nice, we've already killed one of their mounted units. That's a good start. 2 of them are actually dead. And their big end's dead. That's a really good start. Here comes their 3 immortals though. Yeah, they're being pretty dumb. Like, they're just chasing me around in circles. We're just shooting at them as they're chasing me. And their archers are in the front, which is always smart. You always want to have your archers in the front lines. Very nice. We killed a immortal. That's really good. And yeah, this battle's pretty much over, I think. And nice. 600 XP for that immortal kill. I think we just charge in now. I don't want to mess with the troll though. That thing's freaking scary. The troll's the last one up, I think. Hit him, stunned him, 65 damage on him. Wow. And nice, we took him out. We were victorious. No one actually died there. We got 12 renown, and we captured a troll. That's really good. We have really good prisoners right now. We're just gonna dump this veteran brave, I guess. And we got a bunch of items. A really nice orc helmet that I wish we could wear, but unfortunately we cannot wear that. But yeah, we'll grab the helmets, this velvet, another helmet, and some other trade goods. Because yeah, it was a caravan that we just took out. We're gonna have to dump some stuff, but that's completely fine. A lot of this crappier stuff does not sell for much. And we're just gonna take all the trade goods that we can carry. And yeah, just for winning that battle, we got 700 gold, plus we got all the trade goods that we picked up, and we're gonna head over to Caravan and sell that stuff off. And yeah, we made it into Caravan. I was just checking out their armor vendor, and like, this thing's 18k, and it gives actually quite a bit less armor than our chest piece we bought for, what was it, like 8k? So I do believe that was a pretty good investment. They do also have these hardened dwarf leather gloves that are really cheap, only 700 for 5 extra body armor. Plus I kind of want to get this dwarven engineer helmet for style points. It's not that expensive, and it gives a bit more head armor than the one we were using. We sold off some goods to pay for that stuff, and their goods vendor actually has quite a bit of money. Do we want to use this orc axe, by the way? It has 120 reach. This might actually be good to use on horseback. Let's actually keep that. We'll save the axe realities for later time. Yeah, we're gonna sell off the rest of this stuff. Our next goal before we do enter a dungeon is to pick up a nice dwarf musket, I think. These have pretty good range. The shotgun, I believe, does spray damage, but it has much lower range. And I would like to be able to pick people off with the musket, so we're gonna pick that up for 5100. I also did notice they have a golden shield that has quite a bit more resist and HP than the shield we're using. It is 2k, but I think that'd be a really good investment. This shield is gonna be really hard to destroy. There's a couple more things I want to do before we head into the dungeon, and I ran into this undead party that was stacked on top of another one, and I noticed they had, I don't know how many prisoners and I don't know how many units. I guess both parties were able to join the battle. They have 50 against our 19. We do only get 4 renown for winning this though, so I don't think the numbers advantage they have is really gonna matter. I think our units are just better. I am better than you. And okay, their horsemen are dead, which is great. They do have a lot of units though, I will say. I'm seeing a lot of zombies in the back though, which are really crap units. So I think we got this. And yeah, here we go. They're actually getting into our lines here. We're gonna have everyone discharge. We're gonna lose some units here probably, but I think it's gonna be worth, depending on what type of prisoners we get. And their units suck really bad. Like, they're not killing anything so far. I got 3 dudes on me, which is not good. Try to get a, well, this guy's got a spear. Oh, it looks like our dudes are actually doing work, by the way. I think I'm okay. Yeah, this shield is just so powerful. Is this the golden one? I'm pretty sure it is. It's not even low, and I was getting beat on for quite a while. And yeah, good job everyone. No one died because yeah, we have 10 surgery. I just checked. If you guys want to read through the description of surgery, you can, but mainly since we have 10 points in surgery on our main character, we get a +4 bonus, so we actually have 14 surgery. And so yeah, I think there is only a 19% chance that our units die, which is fantastic. And now we get to see what prisoners we rescued. This guy kind of sucks. Veteran halberdiers, not bad. Handgunners, and yeah, these units all suck. We did hire all of them though, just so we can take more prisoners. We'll grab the horsemen. I think those are going to give us the best bang for our buck. And we did get some nice armor actually that we can sell off, and a couple horses. They're the same horse that we're using, so it's not gonna be any upgrade there. But yeah, we'll grab all this stuff. From defeating that undead party and selling off most of the stuff we got, that's gonna boost us up to enough money to pick up this companion. It was almost the perfect amount of money required, and yeah, the dude's not bad. He's got 175 in all proficiencies, so we're probably just gonna end up giving him a gun, but for now he could be a decent off tank. He does have a hand crossbow as well, which I'm not really sure how good that is. He's also got a dark elf blade, so yeah, we'll just give him our dwarven shield that we had. So I've been looking around for a ransom broker so we can sell these prisoners off at full price, but I've checked like 8 towns and I haven't found one, so we're just gonna sell these guys off to the tavern keeper. We got 5 spider rider war chiefs for 200 each, a troll for 500, and 2 skeleton horsemen for 93. And the reason why I sold those guys off is because I ran into these lead belchers. I want to pick up both of them, and we're gonna use those lead belchers with the troll and a Keddy to try to take on tier 1 dungeon. And yeah, we don't have any healing potions either, by the way, which is not ideal. It's really good to have healing potions in. Oh, this is looking rough. It's just really wide open. I don't like it. This guy's freaking hitting fast, by the way. Oh, he's dead. Very nice. The troll got hit by some projectile, which is not good. Where are they shooting at us from? Troll got hit again. That dude's throwing things into the troll. Troll is freaking killed. By the way, he's not even knocked out, so we lost our troll, which sucks. So he's not gonna not only be with us in this dungeon anymore, he's not gonna be with us ever. Here's a chest, by the way. We got a bent repeater crossbow. Repeater crossbows, though, I believe do fire multiple times, so it'd be nice to be able to give that to a Keddy right now. I think that'd be a big upgrade for him. But yeah, we're on room 5 now, and this one's looking a little bit interesting, to say the least. Oh no, I'm getting hit really hard. Wait, this dude came out of nowhere. This sucks. The lead belcher is still alive, which is good. And I hate this room though. Oh man, see, that's what happens when you start swinging, and I'm dead. After failing the dungeon, we went into the nearby town of Drakenhoff's Tavern to drink our sorrows away. And in that tavern, there was a mercenary necromancer and a really decent companion Bjorg. To hire both of them was going to cost us around 9k, and we didn't have any money. To get some money, we headed over to the Orclands, as we are at war with the orcs, and I wanted to raid one of their villages. We did end up running into this forest goblin army though, and took them out fairly easily. They did have some prisoners, and they had some loot as well. That wasn't going to be enough though. Near the orc village that we wanted to raid, we ran into 2 dwarf lords fighting 2 orc lords in an orc patrol. The dwarves actually did have 2 master engineers, 1 master engineer lord and then a regular one. But since the recent nerf to master engineers where they do friendly fire, they're really not that great anymore. And I found in a lot of battles they end up doing more harm than good. The dwarves were victorious though, and luckily we were able to capture an enemy orc lord. There's only a 20% chance of me able to capture an enemy lord, and we can sell this guy off later when the orcs do want him back. Off of that battle, we also did manage to rescue some pretty decent dwarf prisoners, and we used those dwarves to help us raid this nearby village. The villagers ended up actually charging out at us because we didn't have that many troops up. Most of them got knocked out in that previous battle. I did the thing where I kited them in circles though, and our dwarves managed to pick them apart. And yeah, we didn't actually end up losing anyone off of this. After taking out the villagers, we were able to plunder their village, and we got a bunch of nice trade goods. And we also managed to steal 13 of their cattle, and that was enough for our new companion Bjorg. He's a giant bear who's really good with one-handers, so I gave him the Axe of Reality. And yeah, he's pretty tanky as well. He's got 95 HP. His gear's not great. Like, he doesn't even start with a helmet, so if he gets headshot, it's pretty much GG. So we do a little bit of farming. We take on this Goblin Caravan that we do outnumber, and I can't really do a whole lot in these fights. Like, if I mess up at all, I get killed. And then our party's much slower on the map, and then I can't even participate in future battles, and it's just really annoying. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to show much of these battles against these smaller armies. Mainly, we were able to capture some squig riders and some other pretty nice units, and we sold them off at a ransom broker for quite a nice bit of profit. We also captured a troll who sold for 800, and with a bit more than half of that money, we also picked up this 3-barrel pistol that will be useful later. We can use this on horseback too, which is really nice. Fast forward a little bit, we ran into this forest goblin army, and again, I got killed in this battle, but our units are pretty strong. Well, at least stronger stronger than these forest goblins, so they were able to pick up the slack. And a little bit later, we ran into another forest goblin army. Also, you may have noticed the goblins had a bunch of orc prisoners in the last battle and this one, so we have a bunch of orcs now in our party. We, of course, did win that battle and took a lot of prisoners again. I'm not sure which of our units are knocking the enemies unconscious. I will say the lead belchers do have clubs, so that's one thing that's really nice about them. And yeah, we sold a good amount of mounted units back to the ransom broker for quite a nice profit again. Now that you guys are all caught up, we got quite a battle on our hands. So 3 orc warbands who have a ton of prisoners, well, one of them does, was taking out this dwarf, miner, and smithy guild. We let the orcs just finish them off, as the orcs are able to capture the dwarves and we can rehire them to our party. And after this battle, I thought I was going to have to fight all these 3 orc warbands together, but I was able to just engage one of them and the other 2 are not helping out, which is odd. And yeah, we were victorious. A lot of our units got knocked out though, unfortunately. Although I guess this was the group that had all the dwarf prisoners, and yeah, there's a bunch of nice units, some demon slayers. These could actually really help us take on a dungeon. We might not actually need Gotrek in that case, and they also had 4 giant slayers too. We captured a bunch of orcs again and went back to the vampire lands to look for the ransom broker. Couldn't find them, so we had to sell them off to the tavern keeper for a bit of a discount. And while we were there in the tavern, we ran into Thrud, who actually may be better than Gotrek even. I just don't know. Oh crap, we don't have enough room in our party, so I dumped a person. And the issue now is if we talk to him again and we don't have enough money to recruit him, then we can't talk to him again. But thankfully we did barely have enough. He's 9,000 gold. Here's the dude's skills. He's actually got 400 in everything, so we could give him a gun and he'd be really good with a gun. He's got 155 HP. That's actually more than Gotrek. 100 strength, 10 power strike, 10 athletics, 10 shield. This guy is actually insane. I think he's better than Gotrek. See his equipment. He's got this Thrud axe, which that might be better than Gotrek's axe as far as its reach. Gotrek's axe does do more swing damage though. His Thrud helmet's not super amazing. His Thrud body also is not super amazing. It sells for quite a lot though, which is odd. There's definitely better giant chest pieces we could give him, and then these Thrud boots are pretty good. I really do like the idea of giving him a musket though, and I think we could definitely try out a dungeon. I am really low HP though, and my main focus right now is going to be to just not get hit at all so I can heal up. Like, we're going to fight this night goblin caravan that was trading with Waldenhof. And yeah, I just kind of sat in the back, didn't really do anything, didn't get hit, which is the main thing, and we captured a bunch of dudes that we're going to sell off just to the tavern keeper. And we got a bunch of nice trade goods like these hardened tools and some honey, plus just some other random trade caravan loot, and we just dumped the rest of that off. And okay, we killed a bit of time and ended up raiding 2 orc villages while the orcs were attacking the dwarves. They were a bit preoccupied, and yeah, we were able to sell off all those goods for quite a nice profit. I finally ended up healing to full, and we attempted a tier 2 dungeon this time as we had a demon slayer, a rune priest, and Thrud was actually low, so we brought in this mercenary necromancer who did end up getting knocked out. And yeah, I think the more reliable people to bring in dungeons are ones that are really good in melee and that are tanky, like the rune priest. It was only a short dungeon and we were getting good progress, but then I finally got headshots. I think it was a headshot, or maybe it was a leg shot. We actually didn't have any boots at this point. And yeah, actually looking over the footage, it was definitely a headshot for 60 damage, and we did end up upgrading our helmet. This cracked dwarven rune priest helm was pretty cheap for the amount of armor it gives. We also finally got some boots. I didn't even realize we were walking around without boots. To add insult to injury, right before we got headshot, we actually got poisoned in that dungeon, and the poison took a few days to wear off. While we were waiting for it to wear off, we were kind of wandering around, and we did a few battles here and there. This battle against this night goblin caravan was actually really profitable. These night goblin caravans usually have these squig riders, and there's a chance that whenever we win battles against these guys that they'll drop their squig mounts. And it just so happens one did drop here. It is lame though, so it's not as quick as a normal squig. We do have 5 wound treatment on our main character, so we have 7 total, and that's going to allow us to heal up this mount fairly quickly, and it's going to be actually really quick once it does heal up. We just won't ride it until it's healed. So we sold all that loot off to a nearby dwarven town for a pretty good profit. Mainly the fine velvet sold for 1,800. And one thing I've been forgetting to do at the dwarven towns is to buy their iron. Like, this temperate iron only costs 672, and yeah, we just bought out all the rest of this iron. And you can see over in the elf lands, we can sell it off for 1,900, and we again got a pretty good profit for selling off the rest of the iron. So yeah, it's just an easy way to make money that I've not been doing enough. And all right, we're back to doing another dungeon. It looks like these guys are not paying attention. No, don't charge in. Okay, these guys are really unaware. Let's get some shots off on those guys. Third shot is a charm, very nice. This is a tier 2 dungeon, and the people we're bringing in are Thrud, who does have the rifle. I did give him a shield and a one-hander, the Axe of Realities. We also brought in this Dwarf Rune Priest and the Demon Slayer. So the Mercenary Dwarf Rune Priest only does have 79 HP, but I think his armor is really good. And crap. We're gonna hit this guy that doesn't have, well, whatever. Let's break the guy's shield. Oh crap. Drop thread. Just put my shield up. I don't want to take damage. I do have a lot of potions. I actually have 9 now because there was 2 potion vendors at the Elven Lands. Let's just go kill this guy. He's not paying attention. Don't mind me. Just gonna whack you one. And actually, I would like to check if there's a chest in here. I think there's no chest on some levels. I might have missed it, but I feel like was none on that level. And yeah, on this dungeon, we're just going to sit near the entrance and wait for these guys to charge in. The mummy is kind of a beast. Holy crap, he did a lot of damage on that whack to someone. That two-hander. I think he got the Broom Priest with that hit. But yeah, we're just gonna sit back and make them charge at us. This guy's coming in. Mummy. See if we can take him out. Some good damage to him. Nice. And here we go. Found the chest on this level. We got a pretty crappy polearm, I guess. A warplock musket. I don't know if this thing's any good. Some balanced heavy throwing axes. That's a good modifier. I don't know if any of your companions are that good at throwing, but yeah, we got some cheap wine too. Overall, not bad loot though, I will say. Oh my goodness, 31 damage. Really? I just had a heal because that guy did so much damage to me. I'm glad he didn't knock out one of our companions, I will say. Because yeah, we do have 8 healing potions left. And there's a skull thrower down there, I think. Or it's a archer. Oh, it's a skull thrower again. I don't like those at all. I'm gonna have to just jump him maybe. Okay, everyone just ambush him. Is that the skull thrower? This guy's a skull thrower, I'm pretty sure. Nice, yeah, that was him. Screaming Skull Deadeye, actually. That's even better than the skull thrower. But yeah, we made it to the next level. I don't know if I explained that this was a medium dungeon. Oh man, there's a lot of dudes here. Let's not charge. We're gonna charge, I guess. Whatever. This is good so far. I'm just gonna go out. I kind of want to go out and tank, but I don't want to get hit in the back. The thread's getting beat on pretty bad. I want to go tank. Yeah, shoot at me. Nice. Thread is hurting right now. We do not want him to get taken out. Dude is tanky though. He's got a lot of HP, 140 I think it was. But you guys charged, it's okay. You guys got him. Nice. This guy actually is not as scary as he looks. That was a blood howler. I'm not sure how strong that thing is. And alright, that was a really short level. We're on to the next one. I did not find a chest on it. Room 4. Oh, I almost fell off that thing. This is actually not a good room at all. Oh no. Our companion, is he falling? It's not that bad if he falls, as long as he doesn't die to fall damage. Which, like, fall damage is pretty hard to die to in this game. You have to fall really far. We're getting peppered, by the way, from that side. Like over here, there's some dudes firing at us. But yeah, that was actually really good. Some of these rooms, like this one, are just really rough when you start out. I think we only have one dude still with us. I'm pretty sure our other companions are glitched, but I don't think this is a big room. This might be the exit right here. Yeah, it is. So I think we gotta keep our companions in the next room. Yeah, we get them all. Nice. We got people coming in. Let's get up here. Get a good high ground position. Always take the high ground, as many of you know. I mean, this rat was on the high ground, but he was not using it very effectively. Oh, dude, come on, bro. Guy's right behind you and you're not even paying attention. Ow. This guy's coming in, then he backed off. Coming in again. But got him in the feet. We got gunmen over here. This is not the place where we want to fight, I think. Ow. 18 damage, that's not terrible. Could be worse. Let them come to us. Nice. His charge, I guess. I'll lead. Holy crap, there's a lot of these guys. Maybe we shouldn't have been fighting in here. Just gonna block. I'm just gonna go in, and then if I have to use a healing potion, then that's fine. I'd rather me use a healing potion than one of our companions get knocked out. I don't know how much longer this shield has, by the way. Here we go. Just freaking rip through these things. This guy is actually throwing AoE things. This Globadier. And one of our Demon Slayers are low, but I think we all survive here. I'm just gonna go for the edge. There's still units up, but I'm just gonna go for the exit. I mean, here it is. Can we make it before anyone dies? Wait, that's it. We finished the dungeon and we got a Chaos Rune Sword, plus 10% base damage, gain one-handed proficiency every time you defeat an enemy lord in combat. Like we compared to the Hydra Blade, I think it's just way worse in every way, pretty much. It has a tiny bit more reach, but it's way slower. See, I'm not so sure about this weapon. The proc could be interesting if you get the one-handed proficiency from just beating a lord in a battle. That could be useful. I feel like if you have to actually finish off a lord with it, that's going to be more annoying. I don't know if it's going to be worth the effort to do that because the weapon's not super amazing. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.